Yo, this is Chuck.
And I'm Yutaka.
Welcome to the first episode of Inside the Stunt Actor Studio. So, in order to start this show off with a literal bang, I thought it would be really cool if we started off with Sugarglass bottle breaking. Now, personally, I've been on a few sets where I've seen Sugarglass bottles broken on other people, but I've yet to actually experience a break myself. So as such, one of the reasons I wanted to do this is just pure curiosity. So I'd like to do it, see how it feels, see what it's like, and then I can tell that back to you guys. Now, I'm not sure how much these things cost in America or abroad, but at least in Japan, they're about $100 a bottle. Ouch. So that being the case, the number of bottles that we have to break is pretty low. We got 2. So we're going to try this with 2 different techniques. The first one, Yutaka is going to swing at my head with the bottle, and then I'm going to counter by breaking it with my elbow. Should be pretty cool. The second one after that is I'm just going to stand there and just let him break it over my head. Now, generally, every other time I've seen Sugarglass bottle breaks over people's head, they've always had hair. So, I don't exactly know how that's going to go, seeing as how I don't have hair. But anyway, I guess we're going to find out. So, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the first technique. Okay, so that didn't exactly go as I had hoped. But anyway, it was interesting, and we learned a few things from it. So looking at it analytically in terms of why that happened, I think first we need to look at the bottom of the actual bottle. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the bottle here, you can see that it's quite thick, and what that means is this is actually the heaviest part of the bottle. Whereas the neck that Yutaka was holding on to is actually the lightest and the thinnest part. Okay, so I'm just going off on a limb and I'm guessing here, but what I think happened is because this is the heaviest part, as he was swinging it, and when he torques his wrist like this to give it that final acceleration before it was supposed to hit my elbow, because this is heavier, the back end of the bottle was accelerating slower than the end that he was actually holding on to. So it just kind of ripped it apart in his hand. Either that or the bottle was just afraid. It was afraid of the power of my elbows. Yeah, I've got very powerful elbows. I'm going to say the bottle was afraid. I think the bottle was afraid.
Yeah.
It was afraid of me. Yeah, definitely afraid. Okay, so that one went way better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yay, it broke in the right place. Okay, so one thing I think we did learn, though, was that when Yutaka did the actual hit, he kind of did it glazing my head this way. And I think it would have been a much better effect and much cooler if he actually hit it center right about here on my head in terms of actually capturing that on the camera. Obviously not over the ear because that could be dangerous because you could get the glass in your ear or who knows what could happen. But I think just above the ear seemed like it would be a much better place to actually do that break. Beyond that, as you can see, no cuts, no scars, no bruises. So even though I don't actually have hair, perfectly fine doing the break. So for those of you who are interested in actually trying this on a movie set, you can know that even if you don't have hair, you can still do it relatively safely. It actually didn't really hurt at all. It hurt a little bit. And then afterwards, maybe for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, I had a little bit of a headache, but nothing really major. I think you could probably do this maybe 7 or 8 times before it would actually start to get to you. So you can get maybe 7 or 8 takes out of it. Although I don't necessarily know if you'd want to. But you could. Okay, guys, so that's it for this episode of Inside the Stunt Actors Studio. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for more episodes. Although the focus of the show is going to be on fight choreography, of course, we're going to intermix it with a lot of other different kinds of stunts as well. And basically, we're going to cover as much as we can, or at least as much as we can fit into a studio. Okay? One other point I want to make is also please keep in mind that both Yutaka and I are trained stunt professionals. So please don't try this at home. Okay? And please, please, please don't try it with a real bottle. Okay, Sugarglass is made for breaking, which is why it didn't hurt. I would pretty much guarantee that if you did that with a real bottle, there would have been a lot more blood involved. So don't try it home. Please don't try it on your friends. Please don't try it on your mama. Please don't try it on yourself. Okay? Thanks for so much for watching, and see you next time. You know, seeing as how these things are actually like made out of sugar, I'm kind of curious as to what it actually tastes like.
I tasted it.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you taste it?
Oh, like when we were cleaning. I tasted it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What did it taste like? Was it good?
It tasted nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. You would hope it would taste like an apple Jolly Rancher or something.
Apple what?
Apple Jolly Rancher. Oh. It's an American thing. Don't worry about it.
It doesn't sound tasty.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay.